The sky is falling.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus?
She stepped into the league like it was already hers. Swagger on full blast, confidence overflowing, and cameras chasing her every move. The Che Barbie wasn't just hyped. She was destined to be the next big thing.
Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now, this is actually something that's pretty funny. I need to show it to you guys. Angel Reese's teammates, I mean, they got her in the post, but for some reason, they're just choosing not to give her the ball.
Fast forward to now, and the vibe in Chicago has flipped faster than a missed layup. Inside the Sky front office, the smiles are gone, voices are sharp, and the blame game is in full swing. Angel Reese isn't the golden girl anymore. She's the cautionary tale being quietly passed around in hushed tones. Think she should be benched or cut? Drop a asterisk, fire the baby giraffe asterisk in the comments. Let's hear it.
Reese is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more."
A bomb just went off in the locker room, and the shockwaves are tearing through the internet like sharks smelling blood. Word is, the GM's done playing nice. Missed layups? Check. Blown opportunities? Check. Failed to prove she belongs? Double check. Suddenly, Angel's hold on this team is looking shakier than her jumper on a cold night.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliuca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliuca has been seeing some of the disappointment.
And this isn't your run-of-the-mill coaching critique. This was a siren, a full-volume desk-pounding wake-up or pack-up kind of moment. The confrontation didn't play out under the bright lights. It went down away from the cameras, where the real truth usually surfaces after another frustrating performance that had coaches gritting their teeth and fans checking the box score in disbelief. The GM reportedly charged into the locker room on a mission.
Reese has seen her numbers drop from her rookie season to her second in 2025. She is averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds per game compared to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points on 39% shooting and 13 rebounds per game. To make matters worse for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot, she's out for the season with a torn ACL.
Angel Reese, no PR filter, no coddling, just a straight-up verbal body check. And it wasn't about hustle, this was about basics. How many more blown layups do we stomach before we make a move? That question hit like a warning shot across the bow. And according to insiders, this wasn't the first time her name came up. It's been building quietly at first, but now the whispers are turning into roars.
It's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win. She's had some great games, but she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster.
Coaches and staff had already been reviewing footage, watching Angel flail under the rim like she forgot what finishing means, but her latest showing pushed the execs over the edge. Widyapan looks blown, easy chances, botched plays that should have changed the game instead shifted momentum to the other team. It wasn't just bad, it was costly. Inside the locker room, the energy was tense. Teammates sat in silence while the GM said what everyone was thinking: she might have been a star in college, but this ain't the Big Ten anymore. That wasn't just a reality check, it was a call for accountability. Or once the smoke wasn't coming from Twitter trolls, it was coming from her own team.
How come the first time we hear you call a player out by name, it's Angel Reese? How come you went and you hired Tyler Marsh to be the head coach of this team, and then you co-signed him, building an offense around Camila Cardoso, yet the first time we're talking about we need more from a player, it's for Angel Reese and not Camila Cardoso? Last time I checked, they both have been playing like garbage.
Pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2 and 6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
That speech lit up the room with one crystal clear message. Nobody's job is safe. The sky had gone Allen on Angel Reese, plastered her on billboards, hyped her up like the second coming, made her the face of the franchise, but now they're wondering if they invested in a highlight reel or a mirage. All flash, no finish. We have pretty big significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2 and 6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they had a league worst 91 points per game and were shooting just 39%. Angel came into the WNBA surfing its tsunami of hype, but now the wave is crashing hard. Chicago didn't draft her to trend on social media. They expected domination. Instead, they're watching a masterclass in missed opportunities in her latest matchup, especially the disaster class against Atlanta. Her inability to finish was glaring. Ale Re Part 40. Let's get it. My favorite shot in basketball, AJ Reese slug. We saw some improvement last night. They only lost by 18, and some of the layups hit rim. Bang Wamba socials show Angel, but not our teammates. Did you say butter? But butter, we're giving you free and open looks. You better cash them in, girl. Oopsie. She bricked layups so badly the glass probably filed a complaint. Point blank putbacks became momentum killers. Each miss deflated the team just a little more, turning every hopeful possession into a collective face. Pal fans didn't need stats, they had eyes, and those eyes were seeing a player who looked more lost than lethal. Bring it back to the dipsy whipsy. Give it a scoop. 4 laps. She's right-handed, by the way. Did you know she's a great rebounder? She grabs that board really well. All the people, they're excited to watch her rebound. Look at that. Watch out for that bounce line if I'm her coach. And I see this setup right here. I'm calling timeout. Nothing good ever happens here. Bing bong. Anytime she gets tied up for a jump ball, you know she's losing that cuz she can't jump. The clips started flying. Twitter slowed down her misses frame by frame like it was the Zapruder film. Analysts broke down every brick like they were studying ancient ruins. Sky fans didn't hold back. They flooded comment sections with takes that could blister paint. Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will show." Social media was a war zone. People compared her finishing skills to GV-level drills. Some said she talks like Shaq and finishes like Shaq's intern. Others asked how someone with that much size can still manage to vanish in the paint. One thing was clear, the internet was done handing out benefit of the doubt passes. Angel Smet, in her own words, yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this. The WNBA is a joke, and even with Clark carrying the league on her shoulders, it still sucked. But the damage wasn't just digital. Behind the scenes, the vibe was shifting. Coaches looked like they were aging 5 years. Every time up, broadcasters tried to sugarcoat it, but the subtext was screaming. Even opponents started catching on, forcing her into bad angles. Just to see the meltdown play out in real time, you could catch opposing benches stifling laughs when she'd clang another one off the rim like a stunt double, rehearsing a blooper reel. The Sky believed they were ready to compete for a playoff spot season, but a team could give anyone a fight. There's no sugarcoating how things have gone. They spotted early loss slew to a torn ACL. They're near the bottom in the league, but offensively and defensively, after loading up on veterans, even understanding that growth takes time. This guy shouldn't have been this bad. It's like the league cracked the Reese code. Push her inside, crowd the lane, and watch her game unravel like a bargain bin sweater. The same physical edge that made her a college sensation has suddenly become the blueprint for exposing her at the pro level. And the worst part, when the Sky are gasping for someone to take over, someone to rise up and seize the moment, Angel's just there, present, active, but not impactful. Sure, she crashes the boards, and yeah, her energy is undeniable, but if energy was enough to win titles, Red Bull would have a dynasty by now. Well, that's a front office issue as much as it's an Angel Reese issue. If your front office and your coach is completely fine with one of your star players missing practice to go to this engagement, and to go to that engagement, then your general manager and head coach, they need to have a little bit more backbone. They need to say, No, this is a brand new team, we can afford that, Angel. But instead they cosign it, they allow it, they encourage it. And they wonder why things look how they look. Because let's be real, energy without execution is just chaotic aerobics. When you're drafted as a franchise pillar, trying hard isn't a badge of honor, it's the baseline. This league isn't handing out participation trophies. Every possession is judged like a courtroom trial, and every missed layup is Exhibit A in the case against your hype manager Jeff Paglio, allowing Tyler Marsh to say, "Yeah, Angel, go do your influencer thing," and hopefully it doesn't take away from your basketball play. And now the insiders are chirping. The same folks who couldn't stop gushing about her arrival are whispering about whether she got rushed into something she wasn't built for. Yes, her name lights up the trending tab, but trending isn't winning. Chicago's fan base doesn't want TikToks, they want W's, and the folks upstairs, they're out of patience. What started as cautious optimism has turned into cold, calculated evaluation. The missed layups aren't just misses anymore, they're symptoms of a larger issue, of a player who might have skipped a few developmental steps because the marketing department needed a face. The front office isn't watching from the press box anymore. They're analyzing, calculating, preparing, and the unease isn't staying in the executive suite. It's seeping into the locker room like a slow leak in the hull of a sinking ship. This is an easy entry pass right over Brianna Jones into Angel Reese's left hand. We can do a sidearm pass right into Angel Reese's left hand. We drop it off to Rachel Banham, looking right at Angel Ree. And you know what this team would rather do? They would rather look at Angel Reese as just quitting at this point. She knows she's not getting the ball. They would rather turn the ball over on a shot clock violation than give Angel Reese the ball when she actually has post-position. Teammates are dividing on the surface. It's all high fives and post-game support, but peel back the layers and the unity's cracking. Some are still backing her, crediting her grit, her boards, her fight. But others, they've seen enough. Word is the vets have had it. They're done watching possessions get wasted because someone can't finish at the rim. They're tired of patching holes in a sinking game plan. And most of all, they're over the media mayhem that follows Reese like a storm cloud. This is a team that they might say that they get along. They might say that they're all friends and everything's fine in the locker room. But yikes, come on, look at that. Alicia Guy's backs turn to the ball, turn to the play. Brianna Jones is face guarding Camila Cardoso, and Rachel Banham just refuses to give Angel Reese the ball, and the Chicago Sky get a shot clock violation. I'm not sure what's going on over there in Chicago behind the scenes. It's getting louder. Players are reportedly speaking privately with coaches voicing concerns that aren't just about gameplay, they're about fairness. If that was anyone else, would they still be getting these minutes? That's not petty jealousy, that's a team wondering if the rules are different for one player. That's resentment. And when that sets in, you're not just managing a player, you're managing damage control. Last year, you made a powerful statement, saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too. A year later, do you feel like you're human? Next question. Angel Reese can't proudly accept the role of the villain, then beg people for sympathy. You can't complain about mythical racism. You can't create stories of fake racism that get exposed, then ask people to feel sorry for you. Up top, the GM is doing more than just fuming. They're strategizing. The word trade hasn't gone public, but that doesn't mean it's not circling the hallways. Sources say Chicago's already sniffing around the league looking for forwards who can bring efficiency without the drama. Ree isn't being shoved out the door, but let's be clear, she's being put on watch. Some think she needs a benching, others say a reality check might do the trick. Even the believers know the sand in the hourglass is running out. Caitlin Clark is more mature. Caitlin Clark has decorum. Go Caitlin Clark obviously is jet fuel to its popularity. Caitlin Clark is far better of a basketball player and has made such a tremendous impact in a greater number, more so than Angel Ree. Everybody knows that her college career was better. The stadium sales, the NFL, the WNBA popularity has gone up because Caitlin Clark, and none of this is made easier by the spotlight. She came in with every decision the Sky make with Angel will be judged, rehashed, and spun by every media outlet hungry for a headline. But it sounds like the front office is past caring. One insider put it bluntly, the PR honeymoon is over now, it's about wins. And right now, Angel Ree is starring in the wrong kind of documentary. When marketing hype meets on-court reality, she came in like a hurricane, bold, brash, ready to prove everyone wrong. But here's the reality: confidence doesn't convert layups, hashtags don't get buckets, headlines don't win championships. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is turning Indiana into a must-watch movement, while Angel's racking up misses and excuses. Caitlin's racking up records and dollies. That's what greatness looks like. No noise, no drama, just game. I have yet to see a single example of Angel Ree being a leader outside of rebounding her missed layups. What does Angel Reese do to? What is her contribution, you tell me? Because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night, and for 27 minutes she completely disappeared. The GM's drawn the line, the locker room split, and the ticking sound. It's not applause, it's a countdown, because this isn't just about shot charts and stat sheets anymore. It's about leadership growth, and whether Angel Reese has the humility and work ethic to climb out of the hole she dug with her own hands. If she doesn't figure it out, and soon Chicago won't blink. No one is bigger than the franchise, not the name, not the brand, not even the Che Barbie. And maybe that's the harshest truth of all. This league doesn't care who you were in college, it only cares who you are when the lights come on. So Angel Reese has two choices: evolve or exit. If you think Reese should be fired, then comment fire the baby giraffe down below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next.